All eyes are watching, and we've got to go out there and perform and prove what we can do. How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. We are back for another week, and I hope every single one of you have had a really good weekend. Now, of course, it's the international break, so we're going to take a look at Cristiano Ronaldo and an incident involving him. Last piece of news involves Arsenal, and Mikel Arteta has responded to criticism from former captain Tony Adams.
I represent my fucking self.
How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. That's right. So, of course, it is the international break, and I don't follow it that closely. I watch a few games here or there. Maybe, check on some of the goals or performances of Arsenal players. But in all honesty, it doesn't interest me in any way, shape or form. Maybe when we get to the actual competitions, then I start to get a bit of a buzz about it. But when it comes to all these kind of games and Arsenal stopped and everything else, nah, just bores the life out of me. But one incident over the weekend, that brought a lot of tension. And I had a look at it and wow, what'd you say? Cristiano Ronaldo and Portugal. They were playing a World Cup qualifier. So, of course, it is a big game. And they were playing Serbia. And the game finished 2-2. And the big talking point was in injury time. Ronaldo scored. Or so we thought he scored. It was not given. The linesman did not give the ball crossing the line. Now, I don't actually know the reasoning behind this or why, but there was no goal line technology in place. Now, I don't know what the actual rules are. I know with VAR, for example, there's certain stadiums and certain leagues that don't have VAR. So you can go to certain places and not have VAR, and you go to another and it's there. It's like cup competitions, even, in England. You can play anyone outside of the Premier League in FA Cup or Carabao, whatever it might be. And you play at their ground and there's no VAR. You play at your own ground and there is VAR. Strange. But the goal line technology thing, I honestly didn't realise that there were some places that don't have it, especially for major international competitions. We're talking about a World Cup qualifier. So it's not a friendly. They're not playing at some random place. I thought that it would be there. And if it was, it would have clearly given Cristiano Ronaldo the goal. But it went back to the officials who are there that get one take and have to see it. Now, I don't think this was even close, to be honest with you. It wasn't even contentious. It was over the line. Ronaldo was absolutely fuming to the point that when, things had calmed down a little bit and Serbia went to, kick off, Ronaldo walked off the pitch. The game had not actually been blown up as full time, and Ronaldo had already started to walk off the pitch. He was done. He was gone. He took his captain's armband off, threw his arms around a bit, fuming, and then threw the armband on the floor. Now, I don't think that's a disrespect to the captain's armband. It's the frustration. But he has actually said that the whole nation has been harmed after this incident. He says, it's mad when you think about it, that 2021, we're talking about an incident like this with goal line technology, which has eradicated this kind of debate over the years because it's been brilliant. He was, of course, booked as well. And he actually went on Instagram to, vent his frustration. And he says that I will always give and will give everything for my country. That will never change. But there are difficult times to deal with, especially when we feel that the entire nation is being harmed. We will keep our heads up and face the next challenge now. And wow, that's absolutely staggering when you think about it. Let's just say, for argument's sake, that Portugal miss out on a place at the World Cup by a point. You'll go back to this. That's how big a deal this could possibly be. Now, I think that Portugal will qualify and, things will be fine. But that's 2 points taken away from their qualification that shouldn't be. It's as simple as that. And I can't really say much more on that. I don't know why, like I was saying, there's not actual goal line, technology. Maybe someone can let me know in the comment section the situation with that. Surely, for a massive, qualifying campaign, all stadiums should have the same form of technology available to them. Whether it's goal line, VAR, etc., etc. You're all playing to get into the same competition. So why do you not all have the same technology available? Either you all have it or nobody has it. Can't say more fairer than that, can you? But yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo was not happy, and rightly so. Next piece of news involves Arsenal, and Mikel Arteta has responded to criticism from Tony Adams regarding Arsenal's transfer policy and player selection. Of course, Tony Adams now works as a pundit and very outspoken. He is Mr. Arsenal. Let's get that straight first and foremost. That, for me, he has a right to, question and have an opinion on Arsenal. This is one of the greatest ever captains in the history of Arsenal Football Club. And like I said, that name, Mr. Arsenal, that is Tony Adams. It's as simple as that. But yeah, he's obviously given his thoughts, and he's not happy about some of the transfer policy and player selections and everything else. But Mikel Arteta has spoke about this, and he has said that he feels that they have implemented the right transfer strategy as they look to combine recruitment with utilising their academy. He told Astro Supersport, first of all, I think you have to set some very clear principles that you want to achieve and process that you're going to be in place to try to minimise the risk every time we get a player. Because it's like a bet. There are a lot of things that you cannot control and a lot of things that we don't know that are going to act. But if we have the right processes and we have the right principles to apply for every single player that walks in through our door, then I think we are in a much better place to make a lot of good decisions. And do you know what? One of the other things that he goes on to speak about is balance. And he says that a lot of that is related to recruitment. And he says that the squad has to look in good balance, in good shape and in good health. Now, the one thing I say about that, before Mikel Arteta came along, the biggest issue we had was the imbalance that we had as a squad. It was too lopsided. There was no cohesion with it. Everybody was getting away with murder, and there was a free reign at Arsenal. It was a very relaxed and very do as you want kind of attitude, where Mikel's come in with an iron fist and he's like, nah, it's my way or the highway. And he's had to get rid of players, bring others in and try and make it more balanced. And slowly but surely, especially since December, you've started to see that balance and the cohesive way that we're playing now. And it will take time. And I've said this many, many times. But I can see the progress. I can see us moving in the right direction. But ultimately, it needs to get better. And it needs to get better, on a more rapid basis, shall we say. But that November and early December that we had is ultimately what smashed our season and, has put us in this situation we are now. Because if we would have even picked up a few wins during that bad period, we'd be in contention for top four. It's as simple as that. The facts are there. You don't have to look at the points difference. Just 2 or 3 wins in November and early December, and things look a whole lot different. But it is what it is at the moment, and they're things that we will learn as a club. But yeah, like I said, I've got no problem with Tony Adams, voicing his concerns and his opinion. He's earned the right to. He's Mr. Arsenal. He's got a statue outside the Emirates, for Christ's sake. And yeah, what Mikel's saying is, you know, I've got no issues with it. I'm fine with that. And you know, the recruitment side of things, we know that there's been big problems before Mikel came along, and you know, we were spending 35, nearly 40 million pound on Mustafi, not based on how good he is as a player and what you see with your own eyes, based on statistics. Come on, man. Seriously, some of the issues, Ivan Gazidis and everything else, don't get me started because I'll be here all day. But yeah, just a little story. And yeah, Mikel Arteta has come out and answered that. And hopefully we see some more of that during the summer window. But we will wait and see. So there we go. That is it for today's DT's Daily. As usual, let me know in the comment section what you think about today's topics. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you a lot soon. I'm out of here.